Hey guys, we got first place YCS Philadelphia VIP qualifier at the Four Horsemen Comics and Games in Morgantown with Ethan here.
What's up, guys?
He ended up playing Spright for the first time ever in this VIP tournament. Ended up winning somehow for the first time ever with Spright, and he's going to show you the profile he won with.
All right. So it's a pretty basic Sprite profile based on a lot of topping lists recently. You have obviously 3 blue, cornerstone of the deck, makes everything work. 3 copies of Jet, searches spells and traps, good card. I went with 2 and 2 of red and carrot. Opening them wasn't a problem. I'd like to see them more consistently because the other packages I play, so I can have more protection for combos. I played the standard nimble package of 3 beaver, 2 angler. I thought about bumping angler up to 3 and bumping swap frog up as well to compensate, just to give myself some more push if I get interrupted. It's something I'm going to test with in the future, but for now, I was playing the condensed package, frog package of 1 swap, 1 dupe, and I'm actually maining the 1 copy of Testudo. If you open it, it's kind of a brick. You can still bounce swap and dump it off of swap to get a summon. Not ideal, but at least it does something. And then I'm playing the 2-card Melfy package, the 1 caddy, which searches the 1 penny that lets you summon Arclight on your opponent's turn for free. And then to round out the actual monsters, I was playing 2 copies of Fenrir. It's a great way to open your plays and continue getting different kinds of disruption. And then for hand traps, I was playing 3 Ash and 2 Droll. I was expecting more Kashtira for this event, being a VIP qualifier for Philadelphia's YCS. So I main decked a couple of Drolls. They didn't really disappoint. They didn't do a whole lot. There wasn't as much Kashtira here as I expected there would be, but they were still good. And then continuing with the main engine, the 3 copies of Starter. Summon any sprite from deck is good. I could see this going to 1 on the list at some point, either this or blue. And then the 1 copies of Smashers and Gamma Burst. Wasn't sure how I would feel about Enemy Controller, but it was actually goated. It put in a lot of work through the day, tributing off monsters that would just contribute to combo anyway, stealing opponents' cards, dodging imperm-like effects. It hit all the boxes. It's something I definitely want to continue to play in the future. Then we have the 2 copies of Triple Tax. Generically good card. Everyone's activating monster effects. And then for the traps, we have the 1 of Spright Double Cross for the Testudo combo. And then 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence to round out the hand traps. And that is the main deck, an even 40. I thought about bumping up to 42 and including Ibly, maybe some more Swap Frogs. I'm going to look at rearranging some things in the main deck on that front. But then off to the extra deck, we played 2 copies of Spright Sprint. Great combo extender. Generic, so if you steal your opponent's Link 2 monsters, you can use them to make it. Good stuff. And then to help with the Toad combo with the frog packages, I played the 1 of Reprodocus. I see a lot of people playing Ahashima, but since I'm playing a smaller frog package, I think the Reprodocus works a little better. And then playing the 1 of IP Masquerena to make Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax. You can reborn your own Spright Sprint on opponent's turn and use IP there to make Avermax or steal one of your opponent's Link 2 monsters.
Well, that play doesn't work. It has to be
No?
someone from the extra deck.
Yeah, steal your opponent's Link 2. It's still summoned from the extra deck.
Oh, you said revive Sprend.
No, sorry,
Yeah.
that doesn't work. Unfortunately. But the 2 gigantic Spright, just standard engine. I decided to play the Melfy of the Forest. It's not necessary for that engine. You can always summon Cat off of gigantic or just hard open it. but being able to search it and basically keep the free body, always good. I didn't actually read this whole card and didn't realize it had another effect to negate effects and prevent attacks when a Melfy is returned to the hand. So, good reading. We played the one of Cat. Used it a lot today to summon Fenrir for free. I played against a Labyrinth player who used Gamma, so I summoned Gamma back to his field, procced the effect to summon Fenrir, and then stole the Gamma and comboed with it. Then the one of Toad. Just free negate. You can only really make it with the Frog package as it sits. That's why I want to expand the Frog package. It helps make Toad a little more consistent to make. And then we have the one of Ninja Shadow Mosquito. Just make Zeus good. The one Downard to overlay onto it. And then I played 2 copies of Zeus. I thought about reducing this down to 1 copy. Don't mind the mismatched rarity. Since Kashtira is kind of leaning away from extra deck ripping, and if they are, they're generally targeting Mosquito first anyway, since it's the best way to make Zeus in the deck. I don't know yet what I'd replace the Zeus with, but it's something I'm thinking about cutting down. And then the last card in the extra deck is the one of Herald of the Arclight to summon off of the Melfy package. I've considered the Melfy Synchro, since it's a free bounce on summon, but for now, Arclight's been really great just as a generic negate and pseudo macro. And then off to the side deck, I played a couple of targets for Cat. I played the Jinzo, which I actually did summon once. It was under skill drain already, so it didn't do anything, but I had to do it just because. Played the one Thunder King for the Spright Mirror, and then played the Red Resonator for time. I know, just don't be bad, don't play slow. Finish your matches. That can be hard sometimes, especially for me. I played 3 of D-Shifter to help counter Runic, random tier that wasn't there. And then I played 2 copies of Dark Ruler. I'd like to bump this up to 3, since it's really good at countering Spright Mirror specifically, but then it's just kind of building back into the format anyway, as decks are moving back into setting up boards that you actually have to deal with instead of sitting on one card with a bunch of other spells and traps around it. And then I was playing basically for Solemn Judgment. I'm thinking about cutting the Appointer down to play another copy of Dark Ruler. Appointer ripping a card is good, and gaining hand knowledge is good, so you know how to interact with your opponent's plays, but Judgment is just Judgment. So I think I'd rather see the extra Dark Ruler than have a little bit of better going second play than going first, since the going first combo is already strong. And then to round off the side deck, I played 3 of Evenly Matched for trap deck or anything that set up any kind of board. I'd say the card that put the most work in today was Gamma Burst. I know a lot of people aren't on it right now, but it actually absolutely won me many multiple games. But many multiple, absolutely. But that rounds out the list. I don't have anything else. Joel, do you have anything else?
No, just any shout-outs that you want to give?
Shout out to Joel, always giving good deck advice, even if he doesn't know what Double Cross does.
So Omega didn't know what Double Cross did.
Shout out Brian, he's the boy. Shout out my wife for letting me come.
You always gotta get permission, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks for the profile. Congratulations on getting the VIP status at the YCS. For people who don't know, that means that he gets special seating in a 2-round bye because the tournament would be too hard otherwise.
Absolutely.
So we're still playing hard mode over here, but that's okay. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Peace, YouTube.